What if I told you that listening to bad advice could cost you tens of thousands of dollars when you decide to sell your home? After nearly 9 years of selling real estate, I've seen these costly mistakes come up time and time again, which trip sellers up. That's why in this video, I'm going to be exposing the top home selling myths and how you can avoid them to keep more money in your pocket. Let's dive into it. Let me guess, you've heard this one before. I'm just going to list my home high to leave room for negotiations. It sounds strategic, right? But here is the cold truth. Real estate does not work that way. You are not selling a used car. You are selling a home. Here's the truth. A serious buyer is very savvy in today's market and moving forward. So they know when a home is overpriced, priced just right, or priced low. So they are going to be the ones that are going to come to your home and potentially make an offer. But if you're pricing it too high, you're already pricing them out of the market. And here is how you strategically price a home. Say you have 4 different properties that are the comparable properties to yours. They sold already in your neighborhood. Same bed, same bath, same everything, right? One sold for $470. Another one $475, one of them $490, and then the last one $500. So you have a range from $470,000 to $500,000. That means that your property will fall somewhere in between depending on the condition. So the one that sold for $470 obviously wasn't in as good of a shape as the one that sold for $500. I would be able to comfortably say that your home falls somewhere in between. So the average is about $483,000. So that means if you listed it at that price or even $480,000, you have a very high percentage chance of selling your home at that price or potentially more. Now, when you list the home lower, the chances of selling it for that price go up and the chances for multiple offers goes up as well. Now, when you list your home too high, say you do it $525 or you're thinking even $550,000, that means the percentage chance of selling it at that price goes way, way, way down to like 5%. So you want to be somewhere in the middle. Here's one of the main issues. Overpriced homes sit on the market for too long. When the homes sit on the market for too long, it develops some kind of stigma. People are whispering, trying to figure out what is wrong with this property. And before you know it, you're chasing the market down, slashing the price, and hoping that it's going to sell. The truth is, pricing competitively creates buzz. It gets buyers emotionally invested. You're no longer just selling a house, you're creating a story of an opportunity they cannot resist. But even when those offers come rolling in, you have to be careful because not all offers are as good as they seem, and this is what the next myth is. Imagine this. You list your property and you get an offer for $30,000 over the asking price. You're probably thinking to yourself, this is amazing. I'm so excited. We're getting way over asking price for this home. We have to accept this offer, but I would tell you to pause. A high offer can be filled with contingencies such as inspection contingencies, financing hurdles, and even a request for a seller assist. Sometimes buyers can bite off more than they can chew, and they're going to get cold feet. And when they have those contingencies in place, that gives them an out to get out of the contract. Suddenly, you're back on the market, you have less leverage, and then, like we just talked about, you develop that stigma, right? What is wrong with this home? Why is it going back on the market? What is happening? That's why myth number 2 is that the highest offer is the best offer. Here's the deal. The best offer isn't always the one with the highest price. I've seen this countless times. The best offer is the offer with the best terms for you. And what I mean by terms are the price, the contingencies, how much money the buyer is utilizing to put down for their down payment, if they're getting a mortgage, and for the earnest money deposit. If you get a slightly lower offer, but they can close much faster and with less contingencies, that could be the best offer for you. And to get those quality offers, you need one thing more than anything else, and that is eyes on your listing. So let's talk about how you can make your home irresistible by the first click that gets into myth number 3. Think about how you shop for homes online or for how you shop for anything online. You do so by looking at the photos and the videos first. So if you're looking at 2 homes that you're very interested in, they're in the same neighborhood that you want to be in. Home number 1 has professional photography. So they have the video, they have great pictures, they have a 3D walkthrough, great listing description, all that stuff. It intrigues you so much more. It makes you want to go see that property in person. And then you have home number 2. You have terrible blurry photos. The agent, you can see them standing in the bathroom mirror, taking pictures. The description's really bad, right? That property is probably not going to get on your list. Stunning photos, immersive video tours, and even 3D walkthroughs don't just showcase your home, they tell a story. That's why this is myth number 3, which is that you don't need professional media to sell your home. You absolutely do. You want to create a story. You want to create a personal connection between the buyer and your property. And the way you do that is by showcasing it in this form first. So professional media comes all the time with every single listing. It helps buyers imagine themselves living there, making memories there, and without it, you're missing out on buyers who would have fallen in love at the first sight. But if you think professional media is all that you need, you are wrong. Because even the most beautiful photos won't help if buyers cannot see your property. And that brings up the next big myth, which is getting your home in front of the right buyers. Do you remember the good old days? The times where all you had to do was put a yard sign in the yard, throw it on the MLS, and the property would sell. That happened in 2021 and 2022 a lot. But moving forward in 2025 and beyond, that is not the case. All buyers are looking online for homes first. If they cannot find your property, if they are on social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, whatever it is, if they do not see your property, they're not going to be aware of it. And if they're not aware of it, then they're not going to be able to schedule a showing and to make you an offer. And this is myth number 4, is that all you need to do is put a yard sign in your yard and your home will sell. Modern marketing isn't about throwing up a sign and hoping for the best. It's about a strategic approach. You have to do everything, just what we talked about before with the professional media. You have to have a great listing description. Your agent has to be active on social media and posting it all over the place on the private and public Facebook groups in your area to get the max amount of exposure. Because the more eyes on your listing, the more potential buyers that are going to come and see it, and the more potential offers you're going to get. Now, with all this marketing talk, you might be thinking to yourself, I have to completely renovate my property in order to sell it. But let's clear up another big misconception, and I want to show you exactly what buyers are looking for in a home. Let's get something straight. When you're selling your property, you do not need to tear down all the walls, completely do a 6-figure kitchen renovation, redo all of the bathrooms, add additional living space, and all of those big ticket item renovations. That is not what buyers are looking for. And that's what the next big myth is, that you need to fully renovate your home in order to sell. What buyers really want are clean and well-maintained spaces. All you have to focus on are the little items, the repair items that are going to potentially come up in a home inspection. Maybe even if you want to invest money doing small ticket items with a big return, such as paint, carpet, light fixtures, and things like that, because that is what's going to really appeal to buyers. Buyers, when they're purchasing a home, they want to put their finishing touches on it. That's why you don't have to go all out and completely renovate a home in order to sell it. So the key takeaway, focus on small, impactful renovations, updates, or repairs that are going to give you a higher return on your investment. Save your money for the home that you buy, right? Because if you're selling, there's a good chance you're going to be buying. And you want buyers to be able to come in, envision themselves, and put their finishing touches on the home that they buy. But what if you just want to skip the updates altogether and just sell your property as is? Is this going to be the right move for you? Selling as is can sound like a dream. No repairs, no buyer demands, just a clean break. But here's the reality. With most as-is sales, there is still negotiation that will happen after a buyer does a home inspection. They're either going to be asking for some kind of credit or to reduce the sale price. Now, a way to get ahead of this is to set expectations up front, because here is the next big myth, is that when you sell your property as is, that's it. Because that is not true. There's always going to be some kind of negotiation afterward, like I just mentioned. So if you want to get ahead of it, again, you have to set clear expectations up front. Let potential buyers know you are selling the property in as-is condition. You are not going to do any repairs after the inspection. You're not going to reduce the price after the inspection, and you're also not going to offer out any kind of seller credit. The inspection is for informational purposes only. That has to be communicated clearly up front, so there is no back-end negotiation after the inspection period. Because here's the deal, buyers are always trying to get a deal or cut corners in some way. But speaking of cutting corners, there's one myth that can cost you more than any other. The idea that you can skip hiring an agent altogether. Let's talk about the ultimate DIY project, which is selling your home for sale by owner, which is the next big myth. The fact that you believe that if you just list your home by yourself, you're going to save on all kinds of fees, all kinds of commissions. It's going to be smooth sailing, and that's that. But here's the catch. For sale by owner homes sell for less money than homes listed by a real estate agent. Why? Because agents bring so much more than just a handshake. They bring pricing expertise, marketing reach, negotiation skills, and the ability to spot red flags before they cost you. Plus, for sale by owner means that you're doing everything yourself, and this can become a full-time job on top of everything that you're already doing. And here's what you need to understand, that hiring a great real estate agent is not an expense. You have to see it as an investment, because a great real estate agent is going to get you the highest price for your home, the best terms for your home, and they have the knowledge and experience to keep you out of trouble. And if you need a great agent because you're selling your home anywhere in the US or Canada, I can help you. I'll vet them for you. I'll find the right person for you. All you got to do is click that link below and schedule an appointment with me. Selling your home does not have to be very overwhelming. If you follow this video and you understand the myths that can trip you up in the end, then you're going to do well. And if you want to learn what renovations to avoid that are going to tank your home value, all you have to do is click this video up here. See you soon.